WART Day 45.
Going to Meteor Crater.
And Petrified Forest. Goodbye, Grand Canyon.
And now for your favorite feature in our YouTube channel. What was your favorite part of the park that we're leaving? Okay, hang on. We are leaving South Rim. Eva, what was your favorite part of the South Rim?
South Rim with the
suspense.
Going to the symphony, whatever it's called.
Going to the chamber orchestra. Samara, what was your favorite part of the South Rim?
Did you do a different one?
I like looking at that cemetery.
Dad, what was your favorite part of South Rim?
It wasn't specifically South Rim, but it was on this lake. I Antelope Canyon. That was
pretty great. Anything at the South Rim you liked?
I mean, I liked it all. They did a hard hike going down to 1.5 mile rest stop, so that was pretty neat.
I can't believe no one mentioned this already, but my favorite part of the South Rim was the California condors. Come on, everybody.
Yeah.
You guys were the most excited looking of all of those things. But yes, all of the things you mentioned were all very good. The Grand Canyon is pretty freaking cool.
What's it feel like?
Cool.
Cool? Okay. What else does it feel like, Aileen?
The scale here is very difficult to comprehend. This crater will take hours to walk to the middle down a very treacherous trail that very few get to actually go down.
Until he's big enough, and then I'll release him. That's all I'm about, just rehab. Get him, because honestly, a lot of them that they don't live that past this. Because we have.
Our tour guide here was a pretty awesome dude, and his sort of hobby on the side was rescuing little snakes that he finds on site and keeping them alive till they're big enough to fend for themselves. Samara here in the next shot is looking at remains of an airplane crash that happened here.
Do you think you see the plane,
I don't think I know.
plane wing?
I can see a big bunch of rubble, which might be where it was.
Okay.
Okay, that one's diving.
We are at Petrified Forest, and holy moly, it is out here. That's an old visitor center / park entrance house, but lots of petroglyphs and ruins of old Pueblo living places. Looks like this area has been occupied for the last 13,000 years. And these rock walls are part of some of their habitats, places they lived. What, Eva? I just really want to see a real live roadrunner. Please look for one. I'll give you $1 if you find one.
That one's not good.
We totally busted this dude taking pictures of our camper.
We have Blue Mesa. We're getting ready to get out and hike it a little bit, but it is.
A little weird because it's different colors of Badlands.
Yeah, we thought Badlands were just in the Dakotas, but they're all over. He's wagging his tail at us.
Video and watch someone's
All right, execute.
Oh no, I was talking about you, Daddy.
3:30 in the afternoon. It's about 91 degrees. Eva's doing her usual, motoring down the trail.
While doing weird arm.
And then there's a petrified log. Dad walking like, what's his face? Chris Rock.
Captain Kid.
All right, let's hear it.
It's a very dumb one.
That's what I figured.
What happens when sand gets washed away and it looks at its nav?
What?
The nav says, error road not found.
Giant petrified logs. Cactus. Look at that. Petrified.
Those were those plants that you like.
Yes, I know. I finally got it to identify earlier, Eva.
What were they?
We always meet the nicest people to swap pictures with.
Not sure I'm getting her, but
Thank you. Here we are at Petrified Forest. We are on the Long Logs Trail. Samar's in the cute little shelter. I'm just gonna turn 360. Every rock thing that you see is a petrified piece of tree. I mean, pretty much everything here, including this long puppy. And there we are.
And I'm looking for animals.
Really want to see a roadrunner. So this is the Long Logs Trail, and then we have a petrified tree there, and then this one
sorry.
goes all the way down to Eva.
I don't know what 85.
Justin's gonna marching band walk it so he can see how long it is. Showing even more of our nerdiness. Eva saw a beetle.
$35.
35 yards?
35 yards.
It's a long tree. Yeah. Just marking the moment that Samara is the front runner on this hike. She even hurdled some plants earlier. This used to be a road, but now it's not. It's just a trail to see long logs.
After Petrified Forest, we were heading to next campground. I had to make a somewhat emergency gas stop because the Cena goes from a half tank to like a 32nd of a tank in like 2 minutes.
New Mexico.
We then decided to stop for dinner, and unfortunately, being a holiday weekend, it was Sunday night of Labor Day. We had no trouble finding places. Applebee's had a 45-minute wait at 9 p.m. at night, and so we went to McDonald's at Walmart. I'm sure it's rained a couple times since someone threw up and pooped on that.
Okay, so memory time. We spent a long time at Meteor Crater. Didn't realize it was going to cost so much for all of us to go. But there was a really good tour, good video, great museum, and it was cool. So we enjoyed that. And then we get in the car and we thought, let's go to Petrified Forest. We'll stop at like 2 overlooks and 1 tiny hike. And then we realized that it's really amazing there. And so we stayed all afternoon and we got to see, you know, first
Long logs,
giant logs, First Nation ruins, lots of petroglyphs. We met tons of cool people that were really kind, some that were snooping out our camper. Anyway, long story long, we spent a ton of time there, and then Samara hiked a lot and she was like, I'm starving, I want to get good food for dinner. And so we were like hoping to find good dinner, and there was just nothing. So the only thing, Samara really wanted Culver's, but that was like an hour out of the way. So the only thing we saw was Applebee's. So with much searching, we finally found it. Well, we saw a sign for the Applebee's, and we finally found it, and we parked, which is always hard because you can't just park in a regular old Applebee's parking lot. And we walk in there, and at 9 o'clock at night, there is an incredible line all outside the building. What? But it is Sunday night of Memorial Day, Labor Day weekend. So we get desperate, and we have to walk over to the McDonald's and the Walmart for dinner. Okay, so that was a new low. But anyway, so the kids were starving, so they felt much better. And then we finally pull up to the campground at 10 something because we just had a time change into mountain time from Pacific time. And we pull up to the campground, which is like a state park on a lake. And it says, campground locked at 9 o'clock. And it's 10. And they're like, if you get here after, then just park in the parking lot until the next day. And they had spikes, so you couldn't drive through anyway. And so we were like, I guess we're just camping in the parking lot. It was like pitch black, and so we just get our flashlights out and we duck under the fence and try to find a bathroom. And then 2 rangers pull up, and we politely tell them that we didn't know about the time change and that we were late. And they opened the gate for us and escorted us to our campsite, which is, it's pitch black here, and we never would have found it ever in a million years. So the whole thing was majorly lucky, and I'm so glad that we're not sleeping in this random parking lot in the middle of nowhere. Seems to be a nice park, but pit toilets and no running water by our campground, so that's fine. But we really don't intend on staying here tomorrow. We're going to drive 5 hours to White Sands. So anything you want to add to that, Justin?
Adventures all around. Park rangers in New Mexico. Cool dudes.
One was annoyed. One was really nice.
Maybe appropriately annoyed.
Right. He
He's
gave
like,
us a major eye roll.
What are these spankers doing?